was recently sentenced to 42 and a half to
42
85 years in
God
prison for a series
damn.
of violent crimes. When Ybc finally caught up to Sid, it was after months of practically stalking him like prey. Curry went up to the porch of the family home, saw Sid sitting on the couch, and opened fire.
That's crazy.
Hitting not only Sid, but also his father, who was in the living room as well.
Damn.
As Sid went to run upstairs, he was hit in the chest. Police in the area heard the shots and immediately responded to the scene. They observed Curry in dark clothes, and upon seeing the officers, he shot at them. The officers lost sight of Curry, but after creating a black perimeter, they found him hiding under a vehicle.
What that Mula gang? Why they saying a Philly drill rapper just caught a body and got sentenced to 85 years? God dang. Make sure y'all watch the whole video, smash the thumbs up button. We finna see it, you know, get a little wicked in Philly. No kidding. Oh, that's Circa. I know that. I used to live there. That's why I had to leave for the grade, because they got Airbnbs all through that bitch. So, bro, anybody with a little bit of paper gonna come slide, and you come downstairs to get in your car, and it's just niggas, folks. I'm like, bro, I pay $7,500 a month in rent. Why the f do I gotta stay here? This is stupid. You feel me? So I had to leave there, but he definitely in my old crib, though. Like, right across the street from the Staples Center Crypto Arena where the Lakers play. Right across the street, I used to live right there for like a year. Had to go. He's definitely there, though. This is the 8th floor right here. That's the garage. I like that's the 8th floor, too.
Gun violence and murder rate in Philadelphia are skyrocketing. Well, this year, the city has recorded 555 murders, and the year isn't over.
How you watch your homie die? It was nothing you could do. Go Fox 29. We put niggas on the KG died on the same drill with 2 for 1. Put a switchy on the 10, hit me with the same gun. Won't be on the gram trolling like my bro and hit him up. Said we making up these niggas about to make me dig them up. God, why that's what I say. I know the feds trying to get done.
So why are you talking about it? God, why you know I try the feds trying to get to us? So why are you talking about bodies in songs? I don't get that, gang.
You are the leader of our police department. Is Philadelphia a safe city?
It is, but it has its pocket.
3 pounds of the fro, I sell it whole and break it down. February 24th, we smoke you Rizzy out the pound. He caught a headshot on the 9, they found that little boy out of bed.
And then we out, we see that boy, no, he ain't heard of. We done got that drop and hit the top and of a murder. Splash gang still on top, and chip and fell, but that shit over.
Oh my God.
They told me don't, this the dead. I'm like, I can't stop.
Oh my God.
In the air, that's 3 different blocks.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
that's we dangerous up in our hood.
I'm gonna tell y'all, boy, this street shit is so stupid. Like, I'm telling y'all, gang.
Got different type ops, so we got different type glocks. With this big ass chop, we hop out, walk him down, for sure he done. Said it, say that light ain't changed, fast, so shit, go pick him up. Took too long to play the mirror, shit too bad, we send him up. Red dot, headshot, big locks that made his head pop. Still can speak on what's the name, they still ain't dead none. Check the stats, them niggas know what's up. We hit some wigs, huh? Wolfing on the net, he done got touched, go pick your man up. Said he camped, don't hold them big ass shots and did some rack, go Xbox, she flame too. We smoke dead ops, his face shows through the smoke like who is you? We smoke dead ops, his face through the smoke like who is you?
Let's just talk about murders and see who get locked up
and
first.
sentencing of defendant Arshad Curry. That's A-R-S-H-A-D. Last name Curry, C-U-R-R-Y, for his role in multiple shootings and homicides in Philadelphia. Ultimately, this case is about Ybc. And Ybc, sometimes known as the Young Bag Chasers, has a new name. I didn't invent it. Somebody else did. The new name is you've been charged. And the newer name is you've been convicted. Because at this point, we are looking at multiple murders, multiple shootings, multiple convictions.
No! Like, who would have ever thought you can really get real money from playing games and apps on your phone? Freecash.com is a platform that helps people make more money and eases financial stress. Signing up is super easy. To create an account, all you need is an email and a password. After that, all you have to do is follow the directions on each of the campaigns. For example, this campaign, all I have to do is download and play a game. My personal favorite game is Sunrise Island, and they even had a $370 cash bonus when I signed up. In case you're not understanding, all you have to do is download a game, play the game, Play the game for long enough, you're going to get the money. Simple. There's only a 17-minute and 16-second average time for every user to start collecting their money. There has been $122 million sent out to people since freecash.com has started. Y'all see it right here. I've made this much from playing 2 games last week. It can take up to a few hours or even up to a few days. Either way, you get paid. Now, if you want to start earning this easy money, click the link in the description or the QR code in the bottom corner. Click it right now. Sign up right now. It's super fast, super easy, super sweet. Play some games, get some money. You can't ask for no more better than that, man. And tell them Mac will put you on. Yeah.
For horrific killings, very often
They coming to
did
get
not
their
pay
ass.
that occurred over a period of time.
He funny as hell for that one though. Folks say you been charged.
Unbelievably violent year 2021 was all across the nation.
Oh,
The global health event, which started in 2020, turned America upside down. What we call gang violence increased dramatically in major cities like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia.
Yep.
PUA money and PPP
Dried
loans,
up.
along with the protests and the riots in the
It
summer of
dried up,
2020,
boy.
had police departments and progressive DAs across the country at odds. In places like Philadelphia, progressive district attorneys such as Larry Krasner were changing the way the prosecutor's office and the rest of law enforcement interacted.
Right.
Krasner wanted more accountability from the police and his own DAs, and the police wanted more money and more of the same old, same old. 2021 was an awful year for Philadelphia in terms of the violence and the sky-high murder rate. Equally as grim was the fact that kids as young as 15 were starting to get involved more and more with drill
That
rap,
shit say-
along with kids as young as 15.
16-year-old black male, 4'7" tall, 70 pounds, tattoos on his arm. That nigga is 4'7" tall and 70 pounds, and he got caught for a body at nigga not even 5 feet tall, gang.
15 were starting to get
16?
involved
What's wrong with this
more
guy?
and more with drill rap. Along with drill rap comes the pressure of living that life, showing and proving. In drill rap, no more does the mere act of killing someone give teenagers any sorrow or remorse, or fear of being caught for that matter. These days, the thoughts that come with a murder are clout and fame, the
Yep.
next big drill
Stupid
song, and no
goofies.
group took more advantage of that dynamic than the young bag
That's what these
chasers.
dumb niggas think. The more bodies I catch, the more respect I get, the more everything I get, the more money I get, and now the next biggest drill song. And niggas be so slow to the point like what rappers really blew up, really caught bodies, really blew up, stayed rich and stayed out of jail and stayed alive. Most, they don't really do that, folks. It don't really happen like that, gang. King Von, it happened to King Von, but he was in and out of jail, and he ended up getting unalived at the end of the day. Like, this is, like, niggas be slow.
YBC. Those familiar with this channel should be well acclimated with this group by now. Led by Ybc Dul, the street and rap collective made their unnecessary and destructive war part of everyday conversation on certain Instagram pages and the Philly subreddit. These particular murders that we're going to talk about today fueled a lot of that conversation.
Right.
YBC was famous for giving their Opps that died different nicknames than they were known as on the street. Bud from Callow Hill became Buddy. Kanye Pittman from North Philly became Young Bull from the back block.
What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. It's QR Gaming. I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
His friends called him Q Raw, but YBC named him Q Rizzy. Sid
What's that
became
supposed to
Fro.
mean, though?
And Booga, the brother of CCK's Sonny Goon, who is YBC's main ops, is dissed and referenced all the time by the place he worked, McDonald's.
Right.
Being in YBC has got to be one of the most dangerous groups to join. Go to any music video from 2021 or 2022, and most, if not all of the people in the video, except for Dul, are dead or in jail. Take this video called Top Seed.
Most of the people in the video except Dul is dead or in jail. And they still doing the same every day. And we going to keep talking about bodies. We're going to stay in the streets. He's obviously getting some type of money. I don't understand what's so hard about moving, getting a nice crib, decorating that, real nice. Before them give you some pounds of loud, chilling, smoking some loud, making some music, making some money, chill, play the game, have some kids, live your life. I don't know what's so hard or what's wrong. Like, I don't know why niggas don't want to do that so bad. Everybody around me dead or in jail. When I looked up and I'm like, everybody around me either dead or in jail. And 90% of them was dead, folks. When I looked up and realized that shit, I started realizing at 15, 16, like, niggas is dying, gang. Every year I'm going to lose some homies. Like, I can't do this for the rest of my life, shorty. So I tapped into YouTube. I tapped into businesses. I tapped into, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even in the streets for real, bro. I was just inheriting shit that ain't had nothing to do with me. Because messing with me, trying to kill me for who I kick it with and who I be with and where I be at and just weird shit, gang. I always thought it was weird. Only reason I was even a little bit in the streets, I was serving my, you know what I'm saying, my little 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever I could serve, you know, trying to give me some money. So I give me some, I ain't gonna lie, when I was in high school, I just wanted some girls, a little bit of money, and to play sports on phone grade. Like, that's really all I wanted to do. I didn't want to tote no pipe. I had to, you know, I had to tote a pipe. I had to carry that. I had to blow sometime because, you know, just protecting myself, nigga, trying to, you know, but I don't know, folks. Niggas be on some weird
Ironically, in the beginning, it's F5 talking to Curry, who's in jail. F5 would go on to be arrested along with Curry for a double homicide later the same year that we'll talk about later in the video.
That you made this shit won't get you fired. We them youngins that hop out banger, we don't shoot from far. We gon' get up close to them
35 to life, 2
faces.
murders. Stupid.
Yeah, we them boys up in the hood, they got it poppin'. All that wolf and hit and dead, we crack his head, a big his partner. Big D,
Baby wet. Conspiracy to commit murder. 20 to 40 years. That means he didn't even catch nobody. He got 20 to 40.
Down shit, we ain't stopping.
Gotta suit up on the missions, I ain't do that in a minute.
died.
If I send my niggas, then it's gonna be a killing.
You can't forget them. We the ones chasing shit. They ain't giving niggas them. I think this nigga see my face, so I'ma shoot him.
What'd that say? Go back.
Forget them. We the ones chasing shit. They ain't giving niggas them. I think this nigga see my face.
12 and a half to 25 years, 2 third-degree murders, 1 attempt, and conspiracy. For what? Like, I don't get it, Jay. It don't make no sense.
Big fro for all the people that
He
keep
died.
Get up. Come on, fro. Come on.
This shit different. I heard they
He
caught
died.
the niggas at the light and started flicking. There's so many trophies on the shelf. 5 like bro.
And then the niggas be dissing they ops and talking about pick your man up and all this other shit like you don't have dead homies. It just don't. None of the street shit makes sense. Like, fo, you got dead homies. We all got dead homies. So how you gonna get on a song and clown me for my dead homies when you got dead homies too? It don't even make sense.
To myself,
It don't make sense.
Everyone in this video is dead or in jail.
That's crazy, except Ybc Dul.
Rashad Curry, a 22-year-old from Philadelphia, was recently sentenced to 42 and a half to
42
85 years
God.
in prison for a series
Jay.
of violent crimes that left 3 teenagers
And he ain't there
dead.
taking pictures with shoes on against the wall like this shit cool or something. Like, it's weird. Do y'all get it? It's weird. Niggas, you don't get it? This is weird. I'm not, listen, I'm not sitting in no closet that they call a cell, living in here with another nigga every day. It stank. Nobody clean up. Cause dying in the next room. Everybody in here crazy. I can't go nowhere. I can't walk. I can't talk on the phone. I can't go on a date. I can't take a walk on I can't do nothing, shorty. For 40-something years, gang. You think I'm finna stay here for the rest of my life, shorty? For what? For a nigga to say I was a real street nigga? You lost your rabbit ass mind. Y'all tripping. For what? This nigga say I went out like a gangster. Nigga say I'm savage and I'm damn sure I'm not getting smoked out here for no 3 letters, no 4, 5 letters. I'm not doing that.
And 2
Like,
others
niggas be
wounded
slow,
in
bro.
2021. Curry was a member of a street gang known as the Young Bag Chasers, or YBC, and his crimes were part of
Well,
a
if y'all
broader
the young bag chasers, why do y'all keep talking about murders? Why don't y'all go chase the bags? Murders don't get bags, bro. Like, show me a rich murderer that got $100 million, $1 billion. Show them to who name five people right now.
pattern of violence in the city. The first incident occurred on July 21st, 2021, when Curry and another individual ambushed 4 teenagers, hitting 3 and killing 2 near 56 and Vine Streets in West Philadelphia. They
In
opened
West
fire,
Philadelphia.
killing 16-year-old
Lord.
Kaylin Johnson and 18-year-old Tommy Frazier,
They
while
caught 2
seriously
bodies.
injuring 16-year-old Damon McNeil. The victims were not the intended targets, but were instead caught in a gang-related dispute.
Then y'all hitting innocent people? Cornballs, gang.
Curry's second major crime that he was charged for took place on September 16th, 2021 in the Port Richmond area. Curry and an accomplice killed 19-year-old Sidney Sessoms in his home. Sessoms' father was also shot multiple times but survived. Curry also fired at responding police officers before being captured while hiding under a vehicle nearby. Curry was convicted of multiple charges, including third-degree murder, conspiracy, attempted murder, and assaulting law enforcement officers. His sentence reflects the severity of his actions, which devastated several families. Despite attempts by his defense to argue that Curry was a product of his traumatic environment, the judge emphasized the need for accountability and imposed a lengthy prison sentence. Arshad Curry was affiliated with the Young Bag Chasers, like I said earlier. YBC became what we know them as
And nobody woke up one day. This nigga Dul never woke up and said, hey, y'all. Phone them dead, phone them dead, phone them dead, phone them doing 25, 48 years, phone them doing 12 years, phone them doing 8 years, phone them doing 30 years, phone them doing 40 years, phone them doing 50 years, phone them dead, phone them dead. We finna stop rapping about this gang shit. We finna sell these shirts, and we finna start rapping about like some money and some hit. We finna make some real hit songs so we can get some real money. We finna get the hell on. We finna move to Miami, or move to LA, or move to Houston, and we finna chill. We finna vibe. We gonna keep our blicks on us just in case a nigga play. But we finna stop doing this. Because it's not working. And nobody woke up and said that. Nobody thought that. Everybody just gonna keep doing the same. Like after a while, gang, okay, we was kids, high school, we fighting motherfuckers, or we got groups and cliques and all this, you feel me? The girls got the Fab Five and the three baddie season, all, you feel me? All the high school shit. But once you a grown ass man and you still in the streets, bro.
Around 2021 and 2022. Disrespectful song lyrics, guns, and references to dead people is what made the spectacle of YBC what it is. Led by rapper Ybc Dul, they have been a mainstay in Philly drill culture.
Stupid. That light ain't changed as fast. Now she gotta pick them up. Took too long to play the mirrors. Too bad we sent them up.
So she go pick them up. Took too long to play the mirror. Shit, too bad we sent them up.
Present on my birthday, bro, just call you what a op. I said, damn, bro, give me details. He just said he hit his top. Now he a gone. YBC bitch with a chain.
The splash gang still on top. He tripping fell, but that shit over. Hold on. Wait, bro, he
like, why do you have on a ski mask? Like, we don't know who you is. You snitched on yourself, bro.
Chase it down, put two up in his top. That's how we feel. Was I slipping in that ride? We had to blick him.
We done bit the whole fucking West, we looking for the Opps. Q5 or K3 can't make no more jump shots.
We gon' blend the truth on for the past another day, bitch, watch him out. We them youngers that hop out and stand on beds.
You gon' DIE, bitch, if you throwing up them threes. Hit that cut and wet it up and spray it like Febreze. He ain't even see me coming and they screaming, I'll breathe. Sniper runner, hold up, wait, I got him, let me chase him down. He ain't see it coming, they twitching on that ground. Switchy, we got 30s, we got 50s, we got pounds. Little bro in love with it, so he likes how it sound. You ain't got a body, you can't roll with us.
Gang member will serve up to 85 years behind.
If I'm the police and he said,
little bro in love with it, so he likes how it sound. You ain't got a body, you can't roll with us.
You ain't got a body, you can't roll with us. All right, let's go on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and let's figure out everybody in this video. And let's see if we can put a body on all of them.
Gang member will serve up to 85 years behind bars for his role in the deaths of 3 teenagers. Sean, as we heard from one of the victims' grieving mothers after the sentencing.
Well, Chris, that mother says that she was harassed by gang members who bragged about the murder. She also says that her son was a student athlete who also excelled academically.
Just imagine sending your son to school and they don't come home from school.
Emily Johnson is numb still over the murder of her son, 16-year-old Kalen Johnson, after which she says his killers taunted her and bragged about it in music they made.
Not only does your only child not return home from school, you're getting trolled by, you're getting harassed by a bunch of
untalented rappers dissing you about your son that was, an accident.
Johnson spoke tearfully today during the district attorney's weekly news conference. Larry Krasner announced the conviction of Kaylin's killer. 22-year-old Arshard Curry, seen here in pictures the DA
22 years old. 22 years old. That nigga finna go do 85. He gotta do at least 42. Folks is getting out when he's 64 years old. He finna do his whole life in jail, dude. And he's still in that pose and throwing up the gang signs and shit like it's just cool. Some niggas just be slow, bro.
During the news conference. Curry is the 5th of 5 YBC members, which stands for Young Bag Chasers.
The new name is You've Been Charged.
5 YBC members. They got YBC on the news. They got YBC everywhere. I'll change my name.
And the newer name is You've Been Convicted.
Krasner says Kaylin isn't the only victim.
We are looking at multiple murders, multiple shootings.
A major incident in July of 2021 is what made YBC and CCK start beefing. Tommy Frazier had one eye on the NBA as he started high school. Friends and family rave about Tommy's ball handling skills. Frazier, or Snipe as his friends know him, had enrolled at Simon Gratz High School in November of 2020.
Bitch ass nigga. Go ahead, bro. I'm like, the 9. Bro, shit. The 9.
Y'all lost like 8 homies. Y'all a game full of weed. I heard Lil Snipe was at the light and got left.
Oh no.
Tommy and Kaylin Johnson were good friends growing up. Kaylin Jihad Johnson, or K3, had just got his driver's license a few weeks before this incident. He picked up a few friends, including his childhood best friend Tommy Frazier, and headed to play basketball on Wednesday, July 21st, 2021, a sunny afternoon in West Philadelphia. In addition to being a standout basketball player himself, KJ, or K3, also played football for Boys Latin High. The car ride that day ended in tragedy. Johnson, 16, and Frazier, 18, were fatally shot just after noon that day while seated in a car on the 200 block of North 56th Street in West Philadelphia after Curry and F5, the 2 convicted gunmen, fired into the vehicle. Convicted. Another 16-year-old was wounded by bullet fired in broad daylight near a daycare and a bus stop. Kaylin Johnson was heading to his junior year at Boys Latin Charter School. Another victim, 16-year-old Damon McNeil.
I can't even imagine, like, bro. I'm finna be 26 years old, bro. 10 years ago, I was 16, and I was a sophomore in high school. I can't even imagine not living these years, bro. Like, I can't imagine it, gang. I can't imagine not seeing myself. I got rich at 23. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine not being rich and not experiencing this shit. I can't imagine, like, even now, like, I couldn't imagine not making it to my 30th birthday or not having grandkids or... I'm not on that shit, gang. Like, there was a 4th team with them who was an intended target. So they just blicked up the car looking for one nigga and hit everybody else except him.
Shot and seriously wounded in the attack. The 3 teens were not the intended targets. F5 and Curry left F5's house and went to Boys Latin High and watched as KJ and Snipe got in KJ's car as they followed them to the corner of 56th and Vine.
They followed him.
Curry jumped out and chased Snipe down. KJ was killed in the car, and a 3rd teen was hit. None of the 3 casualties were the intended target. A 4th teen in the car that day was actually who they were after. Surveillance footage tracked the car they were in back to F5's mother's house. The next day, F5 and his mom moved out. Sam Sessoms grew up on 39th and Wyalusing in West Philadelphia. Sidney Sessom's family had moved away from West Philly to Port Richmond, seeking safety from the ongoing feud between YBC and the surrounding blocks. But Curry went to extraordinary lengths to find them, said Sidney Pope, assistant district attorney. He canvassed their new neighborhood with a photo of Sessom's mom, asking corner stores and neighbors if they had seen the woman or knew where she lived. I highlight his brother Sam to juxtapose Sam and Sidney's lives. Both grew up in the same household, but went in 2 completely separate directions in life. Sam ended up playing collegiate basketball for Penn State and eventually Coppin State. He had a decent college career and has a bright future ahead of him. His brother Sid went the other way. Sid was interested in the streets for most of his life, He was always in and out of jail. He started beefing with YBC and other blocks from the neighborhood as early as 14 or 15 years old. Sidney, or Sid as they knew him, had created enemies with YBC by taking credit for the murder of BL. Sid also claimed to have shot Lil Moo. By the time Sid's family had relocated to Port Richmond, YBC had already shot his 6-year-old sister and killed Rodney Hargrove in their hunt for him. When Sid's 6-year-old sister was shot, his mom and dad were sitting on the block in their car watching the little girl. When gunmen opened fire on Sid as he scrambled and his sister was hit,
seeing a what it say, 6-year-old seeing a little girl standing right there and still opening fire, still blinking, cause you too pussy to get out the car and walk your op down.
Gunmen opened fire on Sid as he scrambled and his sister was hit. The car his parents were sitting in was also hit by gunfire. Rodney Hargrove had nothing to do with this beef and in fact was mistaken for Sid on the night he was killed.
Damn.
Around midnight, March 17th, 2021, Rodney was released from CFCF on State Road. YBC had faulty intel from a CO who mistook Rodney for Sidney. They both had afros and similar sounding names.
Right.
Rodney was chased from the bus stop across the street from the jail. He ran back towards the jail and was shot and killed.
Year-old Rodney Hargrove of Philadelphia, most likely Germantown area, was released around 1:10 a.m. this morning, posting bail after spending a week behind bars for several charges, which included theft and gun-related charges. Now, according to the prison, Hargrove was waiting for family to pick him up at a SEPTA bus station about 3/4 of a mile down the street here on State Road from the current Fromhold Correctional Facility, where inmates who have just been released are typically dropped off. At that point, a dark-colored vehicle approached the man who ran back onto prison property and through a security gate. The prison says the car was able to advance past that security gate where they shot Hargrove at least 10 times.
Damn!
Why that gate was up is unclear, and the prison says they are currently investigating. They say
somebody, like he said, they say a CEO probably put it together.
But it was on duty at the time, and that the arm is opened manually.
It's raised by the correctional officer assigned to that post, and for whatever reason the officer raised it, and at the time of the pursuit the vehicle was able to proceed through that raised arm. We're surveilling our video if we have any, and we'll cooperate fully with the police. If we determine that there is video, we'll share it.
That's crazy.
Now, there is no video from that SEPTA bus station, so the only reliable information they have on suspects right now is any video that they're able to unearth from prison property. That's the latest here from North.
Like how the fuck he still allowed them shots in his body? Thought shit was coming up the F, that's why we cook Rodney. Thought shit was coming up the F, that's why we cook Rodney. Shit was coming up the F, that's why.
Thought Sid was coming out the F, that's why we cooked Rodney. Because we thought it was Sid. And you bragged about that? You bragged about being a goofy and hitting the wrong person? And then you bragged about the body and y'all niggas.
Why we cook Rodney?
Thought shit was coming up the F, that's why we cook Rodney.
When YBC finally caught up to Sid, it was after months of practically stalking him like prey. Curry, like I said earlier, was stated to have a picture of Sid, which he shopped at corner stores in the area of Sesam's new neighborhood in Port Richmond, asking store owners if they've seen the new family. On the night of Sid's murder, September 16th, 2021, Curry went up to the porch of the family home, saw Sid sitting on the couch and opened fire.
That's crazy.
Hitting not only Sid, but also his father, who was in the living room as well.
Damn.
As Sid went to run upstairs, he was hit in the chest. Police in the area heard the shots and immediately responded to the scene. They observed Curry in dark clothes, and upon seeing the officers, he shot at them. The officers lost sight of Curry, but after creating a black perimeter, they found him hiding under a vehicle. Along with Curry was his gun he just used to shoot Sid and his fathers, and to shoot at 2 police officers, along with his cell phone. Phone records and communications were extracted from the phone. Texts between himself and F5 were recovered. Curry and F5 were not the only 2 YBC members sentenced recently. Last year, Zaire Crawford, or 1K, Samaj Nolan, or Reek 1200, and Yassine Miles, aka Baby Wick, were all convicted separately for the deaths of Kanye Pittman and Nasir Marks. All 3 got massive sentences for their involvement. Reek and 1K.
They all broke. They all don't. None of them have $1 million. None of them have $500,000. Like, none of them is rich. They all look dirty. And they all finna go to jail for the rest of their life. Like, I don't see what niggas see. Like, you know? Like, I don't see why niggas choose this shit. Like, cause this shit really so lame, gang. I swear to God. Like, and I wish niggas, it's funny as hell to look at and all that and watch and all that, but I wish niggas understood how, like, slow this shit is. Like, and I know for a fact, every one of them niggas, when they sitting there and they bleeding out and they begging God to just save their life and just they last breath, I guarantee you, if you could talk to them right now, all of them will tell you it ain't worth it. It wasn't worth it. You sitting here dying in real life, gang. Taking your last breaths. You know it's about to be over. And I bet you the last thing a lot of these street niggas that die, bro, I bet you the last thing they be thinking was it was not worth it, gang. I should have took my ass to school. I should have took my ass to listen to my mama. I should have took my ass to the suburbs. I should have played football. I should have did this, folks. I should have did that, folks.